Before we get started, have a look at this. We have blue sky, people. After Storm Katie and the windy weather that we've had recently, we now have a bit of this, which gets a thumbs up from me. Little things please little minds. And as my mind is pretty little, I'm happy with a bit of sun and blue sky. Let me show you what I've gone and bought, people. I only gone and bought myself a bloody Lupin. That's right. If you've been watching my videos on a regular basis, you'll know that I rarely dip into the world of flowers. I'm more of a veg man. But last year I had a Lupin, which I planted the year before, which came up on the plot just over there, and it was spectacular. So I've treated myself to a West Country Lupin. It's Manhattan Lights. Let me pick it up again. Give you a real good show. So the flowers are going to be kind of purple stroke yellow. I didn't save the seed from the other Lupin because it was just all blue, and I wanted to get myself a different variety, different colour this year. So that's what I'm up here to do today, is to plant the Lupin and give you a very, very quick tour of the plot. Not much is going on, but it is a glorious day, at least. Right, come on, let's get out there. Now this is the tiny flower bed at the bottom of the plot. Let me just show you where I am in relation to the rest of it. And that there, this woody clump here, is all that remains of last year's Lupin. So I don't know whether to dig it up. It's supposed to be a perennial, but I don't see too much signs of life on that at the moment. I'll leave it in and just see how we progress. I probably won't get anything this year. It'll probably come back next year, so more like a biennial than a perennial. Anyhow, let's waffle on that. What I want to do is extend this bed up, going along, and then it's down. This bed's always just been a bit too small for anything in particular, really. So yeah, once it's been extended, I will plant a new Lupin. Right. Bear with. Gasping. Every single video that I do now, I seem to be digging. I thought it was supposed to get easier, you know. Oh, you know how much I hate digging. Before I came out to the plot, I thought, I'll plant my Lupin, do a quick video of me planting a Lupin, and be back at home in time for bargain hunt on the TV. That ain't happening, people. Oh, just taking a 5-minute break. Oh, right. So there we go. That's for Lupin. Still yet to plant. I did a bit of research on these because as I mentioned before, this has become my favourite flower after last year's effort. Whew. Anyhow, these are related to the pea family, which is a good thing apparently, because like peas, they hold the nitrogen in the ground. So you find a lot of farmers will grow a field of lupin for I don't know, maybe half a season, then plough it back into the earth, like I said, because they hold the nitrogen so well. I guess they're nature's little nitrogen factory. So yeah, and they're also companion plants for vegetables. Apparently cucumbers can happily live alongside lupins. So yeah, there you go. And I kind of like these leaves as well, although it's not a wet day. But when it does rain, the water droplets kind of run off the top of the petal, the top of the leaves, because apparently they are, is it hydrophobic? I think that's the word, hydrophobic, so the water just runs off. It looks like mercury basically, drops of mercury on the leaves here when it rains. Anyhow, that's that little break over and done with. I guess I better get on with some digging. Oh. So this is what's been causing me all that pain and heartache. This extended flower bed, which is now done. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I've still got to weed out the old bed there. But the lupin is going in there somewhere. I might put it in this kind of area around here. Let me just show you this. I didn't bring the wheelbarrow up to the plot today, and so I've got this blue tub which I've been filling up with the clods of grass and earth. Tried to shift it a couple of minutes ago, almost tore a hernia. Man, that is heavy. So I think that's just going to stay there until the weekend when I bring the wheelbarrow up and then just barrow it up to the top end of the allotment site. Okay, I think it's lupin planting time. There's a family of buzzards which have nested in the wood, and they're fairly active. I'm going to try and capture them. There's one. There's one right there. You see him? Circling. Have I got him in? I can't see him on this little viewfinder. I'm hoping I've got him. There you go, I can see him now. They are an amazing sight when they swoop low over this allotment site. They really are big birds. Anyhow, it's nice to have them around because they scare off the pigeons. Well, that's me done for the day. Let me just give you a quick plot tour before I head off home. Let's quickly just show you the lupin. Is it Manhattan Lights, I think it was called? So that's its new home. Show you the leftover leeks from last year. They've been nibbled on by the rabbits. Let's move on up here. Show you the onions and shallots. There you go. So all that rain seems to have perk the shallots up. They seem happy enough. And looking at the onions, they're pretty happy too. They definitely prefer rainwater to the tap water I was giving them at home. And that is about it for the tour. There's this bed here which I've dug over, and as you can see, it's got some fairly well rotted horse manure on top. Well, that's got to be burnt at the weekend, which is when I'll be coming up next. I don't think I showed you where I'm currently keeping my horse manure. In one of these green wheelie bins. Go on, have a sniff of that. Ah, lovely stuff. And that's about it. We're at the back end of March now. Things are slowly starting to happen on the plot. By mid-July I'll be knee-deep in weeds and veg, no doubt. What else can I show you just before I leave? I just want to show you, let me just zoom in very quietly on that. This is my neighbour's bird nesting box, and it looks like he's got a pair of blue tits that have taken up residence. I don't know, is that focused or not? I can't really tell from here. Anyhow, they have been going in and out of it. In fact, let me just zoom out a little bit. There you go. He's annoyed that I'm so near to the nest box. He's giving me some lip. It's him and his partner. Okay, little fella. Yeah, I know, I'll get out your hair. Okay. That's it from me. As always, thanks for tuning in if you have. If you like what you see on the channel, hit that subscribe button. That would really help. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye for now.